Hey folks, got a Rav4 here, 2012. Got a wheel bearing noise in the front, but I'm far away from home, about 600 miles. So I'm here to do a wheel bearing with some regular tools. All right, got it all apart. I'll show you how it's done. Okay, whatever tools you have, this is what I started out with. 14 millimeter bolts. Sorry, but it's 90 somewhat degrees with humidity over here. 14 millimeter bolts, takes the caliper off. Wire tied it up out of the way. 17 millimeter, takes the caliper bracket off. Then you take the rotor off with the brake pads. Then you're down over here. Back here, there's 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Those are 17 millimeter bolts. Spray them with PB Blaster and you take them off. I didn't have a sledgehammer at that time, but now I found it, but it's too late. What I used was a jack. Here is the regular gear wrench ratchet set that I had bought, that I leave in the car. So regular hand tools, 3/8. I hit it with the jack as my hammer. Took all 4 off. Got the bearing out. Had to go to AutoZone. Bought the bearing that they had in stock. The DL513257. Even though the picture says it has a nut on it, does not come with the nut. So you have to buy a tool. The 30 millimeter 12-point socket. That's how it is here. All right, and when it was installed over here, they go and they peen this little piece of metal into this little slot. So it's like a lock nut so it doesn't spin out. So, like I said, got bootleg tools. What are we gonna use? I found the Craftsman Phillips. Fits right inside this slot here. Okay, perfectly. I wedged it in there and I got it to peen up just a little bit. Okay, after that, I found the number 13 combination wrench. I stuck that in the little slot there and I hit it down this way to peel up the bent part of the nut right there. All right, got that. Then your big little pry bar here, anchored it over here to hold it. Breaker bar with the socket, you break the nut. After you break the nut, take a little hammer, either that one or I found the sledgehammer, and I tapped it all the way around. Tap this a little bit just to push it in, and this whole assembly will pop right out in your hands. Sometimes, a lot of times you have to beat the crap out of this thing to get it out. All right, so that's it. Now we're just gonna compare it to the other one, and it's gonna be reverse going back in. All right, let's do it. All right, there it is. All tighten as best as we can. I don't have a torque wrench, but torque it to specs if you have a torque wrench. But for now, I made it as tight as I can. All right, put the nut in. I also peened it down a little bit so it locks in place. Now I'm going to put the rotor and everything else back together. All right, it's all back together. And as you can tell, there's a new caliper with a new caliper bracket. Because the old caliper, the pins over here, no matter what I did to it to lubricate it, they would not slide easy. All right, it should be like butter, okay, like that. They did not do that here. So I went out and got a rebuilt caliper, comes with the bracket, 19-B3196A. Replace that as a whole assembly, and we are good to go. All right, don't forget to bleed the brakes afterwards, and the job is all done. All right, thanks for watching. Ciao.